guys, welcome back. It's Monday and it's Sharks versus Dolphins week here on the Penfield Elementary YouTube channel. You might ask yourself, what does Sharks versus Dolphins week mean? Well, duh. It means that you have to decide if you're on Team Dolphin or if you're on Team Shark, because we're going to be comparing those two animals for the first part of this week. So, some of you have already decided if you're already Team Dolphin or Team Shark. But some of you might be on the fence. You might be wondering, well, I need to know more about dolphins and sharks before I decide which team I'm on. So, I'm here to tell you a little more. I'm going to start by telling you about their body parts and about their bodies generally. So, this is Miss Ginny's diagram of a dolphin. The most important thing to remember is that the dolphin is a mammal, okay? So it actually has a blowhole at the top that allows it to breathe water when it's above, did I just say breathe water? To breathe air when it's above the water, and then to close it back up and hold its breath when it's down under the water, okay? Couple of other things to notice about the dolphin's body. It has this really cool body part. It's inside the top front part of their head, and it's called their melon. Their melon helps them to use echolocation. So their melon is basically tissue that allows them to make noises from their beak, but the melon directs that sound to different places so that they can sense where things are in the water and make sure not to run into them. So the melon is a really cool tool. They also have their ears. Now there's nothing in my picture to help you see that because their ears are barely noticeable, and yet their sense of hearing is one of their strongest senses. I also put in some labels for their flippers. These are also known as pectoral fins. And then in the back, this is the body part that really helps dolphins to move quickly in the water. These are their flukes, and in between, they have what's called the median notch. And basically what that means is that the shape of their tail helps them to move really, really quickly through the water. Okay, so a couple things if you're on Team Dolphin or thinking about being on Team Dolphin. They're mammals. They use their blowhole to breathe air. They use their melon and echolocation to sense things in the water. And they use their flukes and their tail to move quickly. Okay, so if you're thinking about Team Dolphin, let's keep that in mind. Now, I actually happen to have a diagram of the different parts of a shark. It's in this really great book that we're going to read tomorrow on Shark Day called Surprising Sharks. The book was written by Nicola Davies, but it's illustrated by James Croft. So I'm assuming he's the person who made this diagram. Now, there's lots of details here, but if you're thinking about being on Team Shark, the important thing to remember is that sharks are fish. So that means that sharks have gills that allow them to breathe in the water, okay? So these gill slits essentially let them pull oxygen from out of the water, okay? So they don't have a blowhole. They're fish and they breathe through their gills, okay? Another thing to notice is their skin. If you look closely, there's like a close-up picture. The skin of a shark is really, really rough, and that's because it has tooth-like scales. Okay, so unlike Team Dolphin where they have pretty smooth skin, sharks have really sharp skin. Okay, couple other body parts to point out here. They've got pectoral fins down here, just like the dolphins did. They're flippers in dolphins and also called pectoral fins. They've got a dorsal fin back here. They have pelvic fins and they have a tail. It says here that a shark's tail fins are bigger at the top than at the bottom. This is unlike other fish tails. These tails help them to push through the water, and the fins help them to swim to the left or the right, up or down, okay? So their tails are quite different from the dolphins. If you think about a dolphin's tail, it kind of goes side to side like this with that median notch in the middle. If you think about a shark, their tail goes more like this with a bigger part on the top and a smaller part on the bottom, okay? But both of them do use their fins to move through the water. One last important thing to point out about Team Shark. Sharks do not make any noise at all. They are completely silent, and in fact, their bodies are designed to move through the water as quietly as possible so that they don't disturb things around them so that they can hunt for their prey, okay? So unlike those dolphins who use their melons and make noises to do echolocation, sharks are silent, okay? I feel like there was something else that I was going to say about that, but I forget what it is. So, for your follow-up works today, you can decide if you're team dolphin or team shark, and you can make a diagram just like I did for the dolphin where you label the different parts. If you click on the next video, you're going to see Miss Kara reading a really cool book about dolphins and porpoises. It's going to give you some more great facts about dolphins. So today is kind of our dolphin day. And then tomorrow, you're going to hear me do a shark read aloud so that if you're on Team Shark, you'll know more about sharks. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye.